Shabbat Shalom. Do you feel different when you're in different places? When you're anxiously wandering through the aisles of the supermarket, figuring out what you're going to cook for dinner, versus when you're taking a beautiful hike somewhere? Or when you're sitting in our sanctuary at Temple Aliyah? Do you feel different in those different places? I think most of us do. In the Torah portion we're reading this week, we have the opportunity to explore two different types of places. Two places that evoke such different feelings in us. The Parsha opens in Egypt. We're at the beginning of the book of Exodus. And the word Egypt in Hebrew is Mitzrayim, which means narrow. It's a narrow place. And our commentators tell us that it's narrow because the Hebrews, the Jewish people, felt narrow. They felt that their future was narrow. They were slaves. There were not a lot of options open to them. And so when they looked ahead at their lives, it felt narrow. They felt constrained and constricted. But fast forward towards the end of the Parsha, and Moses goes out into the desert and he encounters the burning bush, a place that is so holy where he has an encounter with God. God asks him to remove his shoes because the land that he's about to walk on, that ground, is holy ground. And Moses does. And Moses has this incredible conversation, interaction with God, unlike other interactions that human beings have been able to have with God to this point. And that interaction changes the course of history for the Jewish people. It's because of being at that place where the burning bush was that Moses then is able to help the Hebrews become freed from slavery and then become a nation, a distinct people. Being at the burning bush was the opposite of being in a narrow place. It was the opposite of being in Egypt. What are those places in your life? What are the places that make you feel sort of narrow and constricted, where you don't feel like you have enough room to breathe and enough room to figure out what the future should look like? And what are the places that allow you to open your mind and dream big and feel that you can take big breaths of air and enjoy? This Shabbat, we are making the temporary decision to hold our services by Zoom and by live stream instead of in person in the sanctuary because of concerns about the Omicron variant and because we want to give our very hardworking maintenance staff an opportunity to spend Christmas with their families. But we know that it's hard to pray in a different place, and for those of you who've gotten used to coming to the sanctuary in person, like myself, we have to make that little transition of what it will be like to pray from home, to pray in a different place. I hope that you'll be willing to try that with us and join us on Zoom on Friday night and live stream on Saturday morning so that we can still be in community together and feel different because we're in a different place, but still always feel that sense of joining together in Shabbat community. Shabbat Shalom.